Hey guys, J5 Bola here and welcome back to my WAFCON 2026 predictions. Give it up, give it up. AFCON was great, but now it's time for the women to take over. WAFCON 2026 in Morocco. This is the biggest competition in Africa women's football. You may be wondering, what is WAFCON? For those that don't know, let me explain real quick. WAFCON stands for Women's Africa Cup of Nations, Africa's biggest women's football tournament. It brings together the biggest women's national teams in Africa. It's similar to AFCON, but these are the best African women footballers, with Nigeria as the current champions with the most recent WAFCON in their pockets, beating Morocco 3-2 in the final. And with women's football rising fast, this year's WAFCON is going to be bigger than ever, probably the biggest WAFCON in history, with 16 nations taking part, making history for the first time ever. Because WAFCON used to have 8 teams for many years, expanded to 12 teams, and now 16. And we are going to predict the winners and second place for each group. We have got big players like Asat Usala of Nigeria. She used to play for FC Barcelona, and she's Africa's most famous women's footballer and the first African women's football player to win the Champions League. And then there is Barbara Banda, Zambian national team player, one of the most explosive strikers in women's football, currently playing for Orlando Pride. Not forgetting Thambe Gatalana, WAFCON winner with South Africa. She's the heartbeat of South Africa's attack and a nightmare on the counter. Not forgetting Amra Nishot Nijwa, Inter Milan women's player and WAFCON icon, scoring one of the most famous goals in African women's football history, ready to carry Cameroon to the final. The list is long. We have got so many amazing world-class women African players, but that will be a whole video of its own. So you better subscribe, turn on your notifications, share this video, and tell you what, because of this video, 5,000 likes. Please. I know it's absolutely impossible, but you can make it possible. You can make it happen. My strength is too much. I am angry. My strength is my power.
Yes! Yes! My strength is too much! Yes! Yes!
Let's get into it with Group A. Morocco, Algeria, Senegal, and Kenya. Team Kenya, come on. Habariako, let's go. This is a very spicy group. Starting with Morocco, they aren't newcomers in WAFCON, making this their 5th appearance in the tournament. They are the hosts. They have been rising fast in women's football with their strong organization, good technical players, and they have proven in recent tournaments that they can compete at the top level in Africa and beyond. I'll get straight to it. Morocco are finishing top of this group, but we have got to give some airtime for Morocco. They're the host nation, and now a lot of people ask, what's so special about Morocco hosting both AFCON and WAFCON, these two massive competitions? Well, let me explain this easy enough for you to understand. What makes Morocco different is this: they don't host big tournaments by accident. They have built elite stadiums, elite training centers like the Mohammed V1 complex, and they have invested heavily in both their men and women's football. CAF, the Confederation of African Football, basically the heads of football in Africa, they trust Morocco, and that's why big tournaments keep going back to Morocco. But I believe many of you have a say on this. Does hosting both AFCON and WAFCON give Morocco an unfair advantage, or does it raise a level for everyone? Let me hear your opinions in the comments below. Moving on to the next team, Algeria, who finished second in their group in WAFCON 2024 in Morocco again. Morocco is hosting everything literally. But anyways, reaching the quarterfinals for the first time in their history. Algeria are one of these teams that can frustrate anyone. They are physically strong and hard to break down, but goals can be a problem. They don't always create enough chances, but they are a really good team. Let's just put them in 4th place. I don't think they are really getting into the top 2, but I'm gonna get straight to this. It's between them or Kenya for 2nd or 3rd place finish, though I'm putting them 4th for now. You may ask me why? Because I've watched Kenya women's team recently, and they play like it's their last game. This unit is here to make Kenya proud. True, their only first appearance in WAFCON was in 2016 in Cameroon, exiting at the group stage, losing all 3 games, but let that not fool you. This Kenya team isn't that team that played then, and you're not ready for what's coming. Yes, I am Team Kenya in this tournament if you're wondering, but I'm not saying all this cause I'm supporting Kenya. No, I'm saying this cause I have seen it with my own eyes. Kenya will qualify for knockouts, and I do believe if they really want to, they can win WAFCON 2026. They are going to be a force to be reckoned with, because course, they have the heart, they have the passion, and they have nothing to lose. That's the truth. They want this trophy. Trust me, Kenyans, I even don't have many words to say. I was supposed to move on to Senegal next, but since I've already spoken about Kenya, why not continue? And if there are any Kenyan fans watching this, leave a Kenyan flag in the comments below. This is a nation that is growing in women's football. They play like it's their last hope. They have so much energy, but at this level, consistency is the issue. Against the top sides, if they don't keep up the high momentum, they will struggle to control the games for 90 minutes. I'm putting Kenya second. You may say I'm favoring Kenya more, but don't be surprised when they shock your country. I'm playing a wild card here. Will Kenya go on to probably win the WAFCON 2026? Let me know in the comments below. It's a very good chance, to be honest. I don't know what to say here. We're going to move on pretty swift to Senegal. They missed out on semi-finals during WAFCON 2024, getting knocked out by South Africa on penalties 4-1 after a draw in the quarterfinals. But they are nearly the team of the tournament. They have been in knockout stages 3 times: 2012, 2022, and 2024, failing to make it to the finals. And we know about these players. Mama Diop, the main goal threat and striker, one of Senegal's biggest offensive stars. She was even nominated for CAF Women Football Awards 2025, showing her levels in the game. Not forgetting Ngunya Ndiaye, one of the most dangerous attacking players. Sefiutu Sagana, Senegal's captain and defensive leader. Ndiaye Awa Diakate, playing at Marseille in France, bringing her European experience and many more. They are going to make this group very difficult. So I think Group A is my group of death, with Senegal finishing third. Group B now, it's of course South Africa, Cote d'Ivoire, Burkina Faso, and Tanzania. Now South Africa, the Banyanya won the tournament in 2022 in Morocco again. Morocco, you're hosting. Morocco, I hope you host a World Cup too, because damn, everything in Morocco, man. Anyways, where South Africa defeated Morocco 2-1 in the final to lift their first ever Women African Cup of Nations trophy. And my expectations for South Africa is too high. I'm gonna go straight to it with South Africa winning this group. South Africa are one of the strongest teams in both Africa men and women's football. They have all the talents but sometimes don't get the results. But don't underestimate South Africa. I know that sounds crazy, but they know how to win tournaments. This squad is coming into WAFCON 2026 with confidence, experience, and the mentality of champion. Wow. Now for Cote d'Ivoire, the bookies think that they are going to come last in this group. But I tell you what, with players like Rosemond Kouassi of Washington Spirit, Badate Amani Kukonan of FC Bayern Munich, these are some good players. And I tell you what, the spirit that the Ivorians have got, both footballers and the nation, will push them a long way. Second place for Cote d'Ivoire. They are strong, physical, and dangerous on transitions. When I saw their group, I thought, oh, this is going to be an easy one for them. And now looking at their team and the fight their fans have and how much passion goes into the nation, it's going to be close between them and South Africa to see who gets the first place in Group B to get into the knockouts. But let's talk about Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso are improving, but for some reason, I think they are going to be bottom of this group. I don't think it's going to be easy to qualify for Burkina Faso. At this level, I believe they will struggle. I have gone 4th place for them because I don't know which one it's going to be. I would put Burkina Faso 3rd, but never write off Tanzania. They have got massive support and a strong squad. Stronger than Burkina Faso, I believe. They are tricky, they have got pace, and they play fearless football. But defensively, they can get exposed. They are very likely to get through in this group. I wouldn't be surprised. Group C now, Nigeria, Zambia, Egypt, and Malawi. Now Nigeria are of course the group favorites. They only recently started facing stronger teams like South Africa, Morocco, and not forgetting Zambia, which are still not much for this powerhouse team. Let's be honest and just get straight to it. First place for Nigeria in this group. What's their problems in previous WAFCONs? To be honest, I don't see any. This team is the Manchester City of WAFCON. They have got Chameka and Dodozi in between the stakes, who's excellent. Asisat Usowala, who currently plays in Saudi Women's League for Al Hilal, and widely regarded not only as Africa, but one of the best female players in women's football for her generation. And the list goes Goals on Rashidat Ajibade at PSG. They have got a much better, well-rounded side. Do you think they've got a chance to winning it? Let me know in the comments below. Me, I believe yes. But let's get onto that in another video. Zambia now, this is a team people sleep on. They have got great passion and they are the one team that will challenge Nigeria. Second place for them, they have got a coach called Nora Haputel, a Swiss coach and a former Swiss international defender, guiding Zambia into qualifications for WAFCON 2026, securing their place with a strong aggregate win in the qualifiers. So it's definitely something to look out for. They play a fast, direct and transitional style of football. If that can make a difference for them, they are definitely going to be, given a chance to get on top of the table, but I still think they will finish second place. Moving on to Egypt, they're developing fast with now better structure, better coaching, but they are still lacking experience at the very top. Well, the big question is who ends third place out of Egypt and Malawi? Both are around the same level. There's been lots of discussions online that Egypt versus Malawi game, it's all going to come down to that. So, what do you think about the Egypt team? It is all about Egypt or Malawi. I'm gonna get straight to it. Third place for Egypt, which is good because we are both shedding out bets. We're both backing one of the nations. Now, the last time Egypt played Malawi, well, it has actually never happened because this is Malawi's first time in WAFCON and they will meet Egypt in the group stage. Then we'll be able to close this debate. But let's move on to the nation that has taken fourth place. But I tell you what, look at it this way. It's their first time ever in WAFCON and that's the difference between them and Egypt. That's why they're taking fourth place in this group. Their manager, Lovemore Fazile, is known for leading Malawi's historic first ever qualification for WAFCON 2026. And I believe he's going to challenge teams that are above them because he faces tactics. He's very good at that. But when Malawi play against teams that they usually should beat, they sometimes struggle. So I don't know what to really call because this is a group where our dark horses of the tournament might come from. Finally, last but not least, Group D. Now it's Ghana, Cameroon, Mali and Cape Verde. Straight to Ghana. They have never won this tournament but have been runner-ups twice. Look at their squad. I'm just going to read out some of the names. Priscilla Adubea, Alice Kusi, Grace Asentuenwa, Proshia Bokwaya, Doris Mbandua, Stella Nyamikia, Mary Apoponsa. That's a third of the squad. Brilliant players, but will they win in their group? I'm gonna say yes. Ghana will finish first place. They have finished third place in WAFCON 2024, beating South Africa 4-3 in penalties, claiming their bronze medal yet again. But they have got capability of winning this tournament. There will be surprises, but I've read out those names. They are gonna win this group. Even though one thing tells me Cameroon will win it, and then another says maybe Ghana is stronger. But I'll back up Ghana. First place for them. Ghana is always going to be looking forward to maybe holding that WAFCON trophy one day. Cameroon now. Ajara Nishot, Gabriel Abudi Ogone, Chalen Moyong, Claudine Mufometu. Cameroon are powerful and experienced, and they have already tested the waters of this tournament. They know how to win ugly games, and because of that, second place for Cameroon in this group. Very solid team, and I know they are going to play the same formation, and a lot of people can be very surprised by how they dominate. Cameroon can take first place in their group, but again, I think they'll secure the second place instead, which will get them through to the knockouts, and I'm sure the Cameroonians would love that. Let us know in the comments how they're going to do. Will Ghana be in first place or will Cameroon take first place? Mali now. This is a football mad country. You might have heard of Nguissa Diarra. She plays for PSG at forward position, and an honorable mention for Isiata Traore. But what this is, it's a passionate nation. They've got a chance against Cameroon and Ghana, but I think they'll be third with Cape Verde in the group because Cape Verde have a very low scoring chance with no chance against Mali, Cameroon and Ghana. I'm sure they'll run down some games until the last minute, but I'm leaving Mali in third place. And I think Cape Verde have improved massively, but against these sides, it's tough. So to be honest, I don't think they can finish anywhere above fourth place. But you better look out for my underdog teams and dark horses though. Kenya, Tanzania, Malawi and Burkina Faso. Watch out for these four teams. They are coming with so much passion that they will not easily leave this tournament. One of them might even get to a semi-final or even final. Habari yako Kenya, habari yako. So look out for them, trust me. But Kenya is my team for WAFCON 2026. They have got an incredible track of beating the top teams consistently. Never write off Kenya. I genuinely believe they can sneak into the WAFCON final. But this is any nation to play for. It's the biggest WAFCON tournament ever. It's going to be exciting and full of mysteries. And that ends our whole 16 predictions. Wow. Let me know in the comments what you think. I'm so excited about WAFCON. Anyways, I'm off to book my tickets to Morocco. I hope to see you there, by the way. Most especially Kenya. Habari yako. Let's make it happen. You know what I'm saying? WAFCON 2026 in Morocco. Bring it on. Vamos.